Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're doing a front and rear sway bar install. Obviously the fronts are going to be a lot easier since there's no rear subframe to take off, or rather no front subframe to take off. Unfortunately for the rears, you got to take the rear subframe off and it's a big job, a lot like Rex's. So let's get straight into it. Obviously I want to say a big thanks to Whiteline and Rex H, I'll link his channel up here, for making this install possible. So let's get into the actual parts that we're going to be installing. So in the BMW E90 kit, you get a very thick, I believe 28mm front sway bar. You get a less thick rear sway bar. I'll link both of the product codes in the description. And you also get a set of brand new front end links. Okay, to start off we're going to do the fronts because they're a lot easier. It's about 4 bolts and the under tray on the front needs to come off. So the first thing you'll need to do is jack up the car. We're going with a 2-jack method. For the front you'll need to take off the front under tray, which is relatively easy. It's roughly 15 8mm bolts located around the under tray. The next part of removing the front sway bar is locating the actual bar, which is right here, and going to the end link and removing that. Once that's removed, move on to the actual bushing, and the bushing will have a bolt right here and another on the other side. Once both of those removed, the whole bar should just come out like a hot knife through butter. So right now Rexy is removing the end links for me. You'll be using a 17mm ratchet with a breaker bar if the bolt's a bit tough to remove the top and bottom bolt. As stated previously, you'll need to use a 13mm socket or breaker bar attachment to remove the bushing hangers. Nice. Jeez, it's pretty thick. I don't really know if this is going to make much of an improvement, to be honest. What do you think?
Looks good and nice and thick.
It's already pretty thick stock.
God.
So the only part of the actual old sway bar that you will need to reuse is this metal hanger. So you need to get that off somehow. We're going to use 2 little wooden blocks as a sort of stand to lift up the old sway bar, and then use a hammer to actually hit the flange down. So another thing you should do before reinstalling the new sway bar and the brand new bushings is getting some WD-40 and a microfiber and actually cleaning the inside of the flange. Once you've cleaned it, get your new bushing and the high performance bushing lubricant, and you want to lube up the actual hole and any surface that touches any metal. So it'll be the entire outside here and the actual hole. So you only need a tiny bit of this high performance bushing lube. That's honestly probably a bit too much. You just stick it in there and work it in. Once the hole's nice and lubed, you'll also need to grab a tiny bit and put on the outside of the bushing just to reduce any squeaking.
Go.
Now it is time to install the grip activated Whiteline sway bar. Unfortunately it's now, what's the time, Rex?
4:09.
Unfortunately it's now 4:09. We've managed to do the front sway bar only, which is a bit disappointing. We've had a look at the rears and it's just looks too much of a big job for a single day's work. You have to remove the exhaust, you got to remove brake lines, got to remove the diff, got to take the drive shaft out. It looks too much of a big job to do it in a single day, I think. So hopefully in the next video I'll show you a DIY on how to actually do that. It'll be the first video on YouTube, I believe, as well. I haven't seen a single other person show an actual tutorial on how to do it. But yeah, stay tuned. See you guys later.
I will make you a sunset view. I will make it so you're gonna want to. Feel your arms and walk with me. I'm the rebel when I get one too. I will make you a sunset view. I will make it so you're gonna want to.